Well, good morning, everyone. This is Don Preston, and this is Morning Musings. I appreciate the positive response to this new segment, this new format. And by the way, to those who ask how in the world I have time to do to restore Mustangs, well, believe me, there's very little time. But it's my way of getting away from the pressure. You'll have to excuse the arm brace here. Pulled a muscle lifting weights. Anyway. As I shared with you, many people contact me and ask me, Don, you weren't raised as a preterist. How in the world did you ever come to be a preterist? Well, it all started with a ladies' Bible class. I was fresh out of seminary, and I was going to teach a ladies' Bible class, 35, 40 ladies, and I asked them what they wanted me to teach. And they said the Olivet Discourse. Well, I got to tell you, in my background, number one, my father was terrified, didn't know how to answer Matthew 24, 29 to 34, and said so many times, both privately and publicly. And I should say that even my professors in seminary expressed some uncertainty and reserve about how to properly interpret it. So I told the ladies, I said, okay, I'll teach the Olivet Discourse, but you have to give me a year to prepare myself. So I went out and grabbed a bunch of old Bibles. I cut out the parallel passages between Matthew 24 and 25, Mark 13, Luke chapter 21, and I had my secretary blow them up real big, put them on poster board, and I just posted them all around my office so that I could very quickly look at the parallel passages. Well, to be honest about it, it really didn't take me very long before I realized that the disciples were not asking about the, quote, end of the world. Number one, it's a bad translation. It's the end of the age. And I realized that they weren't confused or mistaken or wrong to link the end of the age with the fall of the temple. I found out that's exactly what the Old Testament predicted. And so, you know, after a good deal of study, literally hundreds and thousands of hours, nonetheless, I saw pretty clearly that the Olivet Discourse is not a divided discourse. It doesn't talk about the fall of Jerusalem and then the end of the world. It's talking about one thing. And that was the end of the age in AD 70. I got to tell you, that rocked my world. It's not the way I was taught, but the implications of that are pretty clearly profound. And I presented that to the ladies' Bible class over a year's period of time. And by the way, they accepted it. They loved it. They saw the consistency of it over and over and over. They said, wow, this makes more sense than anything we've ever heard. And of course it does. I then asked them what they wanted me to teach next. Tomorrow morning I'll tell you what they asked me to teach next. That rocked my world as well. It challenged me to my core. I wasn't ready to teach what they wanted me to teach. You have to tune in tomorrow for Morning Musings for me to tell you what they wanted me to teach next. Oh, by the way, I mentioned that I've been doing a lot of study on John the Baptizer. I'm going to be presenting a Preston's Ponderings on John the Baptizer in the last days. I hope to have that done today, so be looking here on YouTube for Preston's Ponderings on John the Baptizer and the last days. I think you'll really, really enjoy it. Well, thanks for joining me for the morning, Don Preston's Morning Musings. I'm going to enjoy my cup of coffee now. You have a great day, and we'll see you in the morning.